Good morning. It's Angela Meiritz-Reid, Stampin' Beauty in Christchurch, New Zealand. My Friday Facebook Live. Hope you're well. And looking forward to the weekend. Always love Fridays. And it's nice hanging out here, having a wee chat and doing a bit of crafting. So I'll just wait a little bit to see who pops on. If you saw on Instagram and Facebook, I showed what card I'm going to be making. It's one I made for Stamping Fancy Friday. So I thought I'd recreate that because I hadn't done a video or instructions anywhere for that. And then I thought if I have time, I would make it in using different DSP to just show another look with the same sort of layout. And it's a layout I cased from the catalogue. And just did a hop too with the Be Inspired team, and that was night before, Wednesday night, and we all cased the catalogue, and it's amazing. You see cards you didn't even see, and when people put their spin on it, it's really cool. So it's always a fun thing to do. I think we forget to use that as inspiration. And, you know, sat down one of the girls, Carolyn, she turned it from a male card to a female card, which looked really cool. So, you know, just swapping out some masculine colours for some feminine colours. So, yeah, it's good. And, yeah, it's sunny here today, so that's always another good thing. I love it when the sun shines. And it's the 1st of July. Wow. So I think, yeah, we've had a pretty good winter so far, so it's always good. So there's a few of you here. Welcome. Thanks for coming along. And just saying I'm not sure if you saw it, recreate this card. Oh, it's not very good. So I swap it around a wee better. I'm going to recreate this card. Oh, hi, Gay. Hi, Lynette. Thanks for coming along. This is one I did for Stamping Fancy Friday, and I cased it from the catalogue. So I'm going to recreate that, show how I made that. And also thought I'd make another one exactly the same layout with different DSP just to show some different ideas. And you know, I think we forget to use our DSP, and this is a great way with layering it up to get some use out of it. Oh, hi, Louise. Oh, from the UK. Nice to have you here. So is it about 10 p.m. for you? I'm not sure of the time at the moment with conversions. Anyway, I'll swap you around and we'll get started. And hopefully we are good to go. And you can hear me, which is always my worry. But anyway, I think we've... Oh, midnight. Oh, you're the other way. Oh, it is late. I'd be in bed, well in bed. You're a bit of a night owl. So this is a card, and I've used the sentiment here from the Happiness Abounds, and I've used the die, the other die, which is the edging one, which is this one here. So cool. Just add my blind, add some proper light in here, and hopefully that helps. And I'm also using some of the dies, a couple of the dies from the Flowers of Home. Got these really cool ones, these ones here and down there. Hopefully you can see them better. So they're really great. I've just tucked those in behind here. So we get started. So I've got a basic black card base. And I'll just fold that in half and burnish that. So it's easy peasy. And then the next layer, I've popped this. So what I've done, it's out of this sheet here, and I didn't want to waste any of these gorgeous flowers. So what I did is I cut one that was just off the corner there, so that I didn't use, because that one wasn't a whole one, it had a bit of missing. So it was just try and make the most of that DSP without yeah, I don't want to take what am I trying to say? I didn't want to, you know, these ones are whole, so I wanted to keep those whole. wanted to avoid those, so that was the best spot to cut that corner out of. So I'm just going to glue that because it has got quite a few layers, so I'm just going to glue that straight on. I had lifted the other one up, but I think this one, just keep it flat. And then the next layer, I've got this. So this is the Abigail Rose. Oops, things around here. This is the Abigail Rose paper, which is here. It's on page 131 at the top. Really gorgeous images on that. And yeah, just I think they'd be really useful. So yeah, I've used this one with the writing. It reminds me, it's an old ledger book. Reminds me of my grandfather. He used to do lots of ledgers in his business. He was a wool buyer. He was actually from the UK. They came out when my mother was 6 to work out here, because he used to spend 6 months of his life out here. And so they all came. Right, so I'm just going to pop that along the edge. Hopefully, just do it around this way actually, just so I can. It's kind of tricky sometimes to get it to stay there, but hopefully I'll just pop that in and then just drop it straight down. So just run that through. So as you can see, it does that really cool edge. So you can sort of leave it as it is, or if you want to sort of move it around just to make it look like you have pulled it out of a spiral binder. So that's just going to sit straight on there. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of there. And of course, Celebration started today, and the new mini catalogue. So it's a whole raft of new product to look at, and also with Celebration, you know, with in New Zealand, every $110 you spend, you can pick a free product. And there are some that are in the $220 range too. So, right, so then I just want to pop that. I have popped that a bit more to the left, just to allow for those, the floral image to sort of pop out over the side. Oh, hi Grace, nice to have you here too. Thanks for coming along. Right, so pop that there. And then I didn't cut this out ahead of time. I thought I would do it on here, so you see how simple it is. So it's that one there. So I'll just go in and whip around that. Oh, hi Charlotte, nice to have you here. Thanks for coming. What time is it for you? Oh, great. It was at the tip about the cutting off to the side of the DSP. I'd never like to waste anything. So I'm just going to, so this is reasonably easy to fussy cut round. But if you didn't, you could use a simpler image to cut, or just stamp some images and die cut them. Or alternatively, die cut it with an oval or a circle or something and just have the whole thing in. I'm not going to worry about going in there, because by the time some of it's covered with the sentiment anyway. And I always think, what person, if you give a card to someone, are they going to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't cut that properly? I think we sometimes can be our own worst critics. Oh, hi Catherine. Oh, nice to have you here too. No, thank you. Just doing a little bit of fussy cutting. Hopefully it won't take too long. Could have prepared it ahead of time, but sometimes I think it's quite good to see how long something takes, because you can be put off doing something thinking, oh, that's going to take forever, I'm not going to do that, but it doesn't take too long. Quite often I'll got something that I can watch and fussy cut. I'll just pop the TV on and watch something. We just watched something that was really, we couldn't stop watching. It was called Behind Her Eyes on Netflix. A bit different. Yeah, it was good. Has anybody got any good recommendations at the moment? I'm not sure what we're going to watch next. All right, so there, that didn't take too long. So that's there. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pop that on, and I'll add those in the die cuts in later, because they can just tuck in. It's not too, if I don't pop these too close to the edge, and you can always trim them down a little bit. Just enough to keep it from sagging. So I want to pop it in a similar sort of place. So it just fits on the card, just not much room to move. And I love that with that, the wording. Can you see that? Just makes a little bit of interest, a bit shabby chicish, I guess. Right, so I'm going to bring this back in my little mini machine in. And I want 2 of each of these. So I've chosen colours out of the DSP, and it's got, actually, I've got the wrong colour. It's blushing bright. I thought that looked a little bit. I've chosen colours out of the DSP, which is petal pink, and then I've chosen the black. And I thought it just looked cute with a bit of petal pink, just to bring a little bit of femininity to it. So, yeah. Going cutting through. Hopefully they'll come. Yeah, it's quite a good die. It's quite easily through. And then what I quite often do is just get a card. It's just one of my business cards, and just use that to lift that up. So, just like that. I use it to clean off as well. It just works quite well for that. So I'll just do a couple of these too. Get that out of the way. So I want to see. We can pull those out. I am known to be a bit rough and ready. Didn't quite cut it quite as easily. I think that maybe this black is a little bit firmer. So I just want to tuck those in. So what I'm going to do is just pop a bit of glue on here. So work out where I want that to go in. Hopefully that will just pull the nip a bit off. And I'll just dip the end of that in the glue there and just tuck it in under there. And same with the pink. Actually, I must have used a different one. So it's going the wrong way. That's right. I'll just tuck it in that way. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. Should look at what I'm doing properly As I say, I am a bit rough and ready, but quick. Sometimes don't look at things properly. That's okay. And just tuck that one in under there. And this one, tuck that up in there. So it's super quick, really. It doesn't take that long to make that card. I just I'll do the sentiment. I've just got some vanilla cardstock because it's got vanilla in there. And I've got the same sentiment, and I'm using Smoky Slate. So that's one of the colours in the DSP. And I'll just try lining that up along the bottom. Actually, my head won't be annoying. Yeah, it is, but that's okay. I always find if you line it up with at least one edge, excuse me, it's one edge you don't have to try and cut. So I'll just trim that off. Just a little bit of room, and then I can just trim along the edges. Has anybody got anything exciting lined up for the weekend? I haven't got anything planned, so I kind of like those weekends. Probably be in here. It's a good excuse to craft, isn't it? And try and do some gardening. Needs a bit of tidy up with the weather. And you know, the weather's nice, so just that one to tidy up. Just want to do a bow. Just tuck that onto both. I put it on both fingers like that so that I can get them even. And if you've already got a card done, it's always quite easy, you know, good to just use that as your guide. It saves working out how big to do it. This back is a bit, it's not, it's a bit flimsy, but that's okay. I can work with anything. So I'll just pop a glue dot down about here. And place that on. And when it's under something, it's easy. You can put a bit of tear and tape over it, or do whatever you like just to make it stay in place. Hopefully once I get the sentiment over, that should be the dimensionals on it. So pop some dimensionals on the back of that, and I just want to avoid the bow so it doesn't make it even more bulky, but I might just put a bit of tear and tape over just to make sure that that is going to stay flat. Just pop that there, and probably don't even really need many dimensionals, just one on the top corner and one on the bottom corner. So I've just alternated those to go over the bow, and then oopsie, and then just take it up from a straight edge. And I used some different dots on there. Those ones are from here, which are the classic matte dots, which I've used all the black ones up. So I've got these matte black dots, which work just as well. So I'll just pop some of those on. Just tuck one up here. Got quite a few on just to tie things in. Black one up the top here, and down here, just so I can get how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just an uneven number, and then one down here, and that was it. That's taken 20 minutes, so that's not too bad, is it, from scratch? So that's quite a, I mean, I know it's easier when you are copying something, but 20 minutes, so you could easily whip up a few, and great way, as I was saying before, to use your DSP. So just clear a bit of space, because I thought what I do now is do that exact same card, but I'm going to do it with some other DSP just to show the versatility of that design, and also the just use another DSP. So I'm using, I thought I'd use this paper here, which is, thanks Gay, thank you, this one here, which is so pretty, and this is from Celebration. It's the Wonderful World DSP, and it's got a stamp set that goes with it. So I'm just going to use the paper. So as you can see, I've had a good hack into it. I'll just pull it out so you can have a look what's left. So there's this. So obviously I've been cutting out images already. See? So it's got this sheet here. Aren't they beautiful? They're so pretty. And on the back is that sort of purpley looking one. And then this one, which is also, and I'm not a purple person, but I love this. It's so pretty. And that sort of reminds me of wallpaper, really pretty wallpaper. And that's the back. And yeah, these are some other ones here that I've been cutting into. As I say, so there's not a lot left on that one there. Isn't that gorgeous? It's almost too pretty to cover up. So I thought, I'm going to have a go with using those, this paper. So once again, I've got my cardstock, and this is the polished pink, which goes with, that is one of the colours. Oh, it's actually Melon Mambo in here, but I thought I liked the polished pink with it, so that's what I've chosen. And this is one of the Celebration items. I'll just grab my little brochure. So it's this one here, Wonderful World. So you get the stamp set and this DSP with a 220 order. So yeah, that's gorgeous too. I've done something with that, so be on the lookout for that. So I'm just going to do exactly the same layout. So I'm going to start with that DSP. So it's just, let's put it up to, see, I'm wrecking everything. I've managed to do that. So I'm going to get that back in. Right, so just trying to bring it down so you can see 10 centimetres. Line that up at the top and the bottom, 10, and then I'm going to take it across here, so 14.4. So it's just 5 millimetres off each edge, the size of the card front. That is going to go on there, and I'll do the same thing. I'll just glue it straight down. Get that done and out of the way. And then this one here is, it's about 7.5 by 12. So 7.5 by 12. Just trying to remember that. Oh, it goes in one ear and out the other just about. So to decide if I want that going, I think like that. So 7.5. Oh, I might just whip off the 12 so I don't use too much of my paper. And 7.5. So I'll just put that along there. So that is going to go there. And then I've already, so you didn't have to painstakingly watch me. I've already cut that one out, so that is all ready to go with that. And I didn't choose a ink colour. I think I'll still go with the polished pink. It might as well make pink thing. And I want to run that edge through. Now, we used that ring one, but there is another one in that set that I have put down somewhere, so I'll try and find that. And I just thought it'd be quite cool to do it with the different, this one here, this different edge. So I'll just grab that out. Keeps in quite the muddle. So this one here has got that long line edge, so I'm just going to do that on here. You could tape it down if it was moving a bit, but we'll just wing it and hopefully it's in some fairly good place. And so, yeah, there we go. So it does that cool edge, doesn't it? It just makes it a bit interesting and just a bit different. So that, I'll put some glue on there. Use that. This is a glue rubber, but actually any rubber will do the same trick if you don't have a glue rubber. So I'm going to layer that one up next. So I'll just put some dimensionals on here. Get those all backs off. Is it nice where everyone is? It's lovely here today. Sun is shining, which is always good. And this one doesn't need to go off to the left like the other one because the flower won't be going off the side too much. It's fairly a bit smaller. So I'll just put some dimensionals on the back of that too. I don't know what the temperature is, but oh, it's lovely. Be a bit fresh out, but got to expect that for the still winter, 1st of July. Right, hopefully that's well covered. Oh, it's raining in Melbourne, is it? Is it cool though, or warmish? Right, got all the backs off those. And just tuck that in there. There. And then I want to put some of those little bits I put in from the other. So I just decided white would look really good on those. Just use, clean that off. Oh, 7 degrees at the moment. I don't even know what it is here actually. I haven't even checked this morning. So I've got that, and I just want to do 4 of these sprigs. I did use the wrong one before, so I'm trying to find the right one this time. So I've got it going the right way. I'll just do one of those, see if that works. And then I'll do another set as well. This is another week job that's quite good too if you're watching something, just do a bit of die cutting. I quite like listening to books. The library here, you can get them online. And audio books, and I listen to books sometimes while I'm driving, going somewhere, or in here. One didn't come out, just poke that out. And I'll do one more, just pop that. It's like doing jigsaws, isn't it? So run that through. Has anyone got any plans? Doing anything exciting this weekend? We had something postponed that was going to happen tomorrow, so it's freed up some of my day. So it's quite handy when those things happen, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to do the same thing. Actually, what I might do is do the sentiment now so that I can see where to put my sprigs. That just might help things a little bit. So I'm going to do that in the polished pink and sentiments here. And as I was saying before, I'm just going to use that, line it up with the bottom. So it's one less edge to cut straight, and it does make it easier because you can use that as a guide, that edge. Let's see, still need it. And I hope they bring these back out again, because these are so handy. I know lots of people would like to buy one of these trimmers. Just make life much easier just with those little bits. So I want to pop that on there, and this time I've got white twine. I'm going to use white twine to do my bow. And I did another way to do bows is just do the two pieces like that and then knot it. There, so I'll just pop, I think that's down on the flat a bit, so I'll just pop two glue dots, one on top of the other, just to see, lift that up to the same height, and one on this side, and then just line that up and pop that about there. That looks okay. And I'll just pop a bit of glue on here, and I'm going to pop these. Probably can go in slightly different places than the other ones. Doesn't really matter. Just pop a bit of glue on the bottom of that. Tuck that in there. And I'll just rip a bit off the bottom just so. There. So it's amazing, isn't it, how different it can look just using different colours. And then lastly, I'm just going to add, got all these white dots left on here, so I might as well use those. and just tie them with the white of the bow and the leaves that I've die cut. Just bring that down just a little bit, just even that up a bit. And probably put these in pretty much the same place as the other ones. Yep, and that's it. That's it done. So here that all my rubbish and just show you the difference. So that's exactly the same layout, just with the different DSPs and the different flowers that I've die cut. So, or not die cut, actually fussy cut, but mostly, you know, all the other elements the same. So yeah, it's I love how you can do that, and just, you know, like you could do that masculine or lots of, you know, any of the DSPs in the catalog. So yeah, just use your catalog for ideas, because it's full of them, and you know, may as well. It's better than recreating the wheel sometimes, isn't it? So, oh, thanks, Gay. Thanks, Lynette. I'm glad you enjoyed those cards. So, and as I was saying, this is a freebie, so yeah, it's nice to get some celebration items. You might as well. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again next week. Have a great week. Bye.